Hi, hello, good morning. I'm back, and happy Halloween to everybody. It's Halloween today, it's Monday. For those of you not in the UK, last week was half term, which is why I didn't end up getting a great deal done. This was a video that we're going to do today, just a really quick and simple make that I wanted to do last week. But just didn't quite get around to it. Yeah, children to entertain and all that. So a really simple little make. I'd suggested this previously when I got my little haul from Craft Stash, that I wanted to do something with these little file folder cards. And I thought that something like this was a really cute, really simple, quick little make. So what I've done is, obviously I've used the file folder as a base for a little mini journal. We've done just a little bit of layering, some stitching, used one of my little photographs. Oh, like in the Halloween nails, by the way, everybody. Chipped one, mortified. Yeah, and also I'm going to be stuck with these now for the next fortnight. So it's still spooky season here. Yeah, so anyway, so a little photograph in the middle, bit of layering, some stenciling on the top, and then I've used one of my little, I don't know what it's called, little label, is it Dymo? Yeah, Dymo little that, just to add something to the front. And then inside I've got just a little pocket that we've just covered with a little Tim Holtz person. So this is part of the Tim Holtz-athon. I've left that plain just for whoever bags this to do what they like with. I've done a little bit of inking, put a little bit of ribbon on. I've used botanical pages, just a journal cover, and there's just a smattering of pages in there. Yeah, just a few, not very many at all, but in fact, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that gives you 24 sides. So I only did 8, but you don't want anything too thick, so you can't close. And then we've just used a little bit of cream sari silk ribbon just to do a little fastener. So yeah, super simple, super quick. So let's crack on, shall we? So I'm going to use a similar sized file folder, and I'm eyeing up this green one that I've stuck to the cover of the packaging. So there we are. So I'm going to use the cream one. Now, because these have got a certain gloss to them, they're not the easiest to ink, I have to say. I will give it a go, but I do find that the ink sort of ends up on your fingers a little bit, doesn't quite stay put where it's supposed to, but you put plenty on. As it dries and it sets, you will find you still get the effect of it. But it's, yeah, being a gloss cover, yeah, not the easiest to ink. You could, of course, you could put a matte, like a gel matte medium on there just to give it a bit of stability. You could slap a bit of Mod Podge on, you could put some gesso on there, but I'm just going to run with it. I'm used to having inky stained fingers, so it doesn't really bother me, but there we are. Do the spine as well. Yeah, so you can probably see it rubs off. Do you see what I mean? But it will set, it'll be fine. So start with the pages. Now in this one, as I say, I've put some little botanical pages, so I've just got a few here that we will use. So I did have 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's grab another little book page or something. Have a Brer Rabbit one. 6. Okay, so just want to make sure that they're all going to fit within my cover. I want the tab bit exposed, and I don't really want anything sticking out if I can help it. I mean, it's probably the slightest little overlap there, but really I want to keep it within the cover if I can. So we've got the little mini trimmer. I'm just going to trim this down a smidge, just to make sure that that's going to fit. I'll just take the slightest little smidge off the edge of that. And what I'm going to do is, because the colour, when you got these little mini books, these are the what do they call them? What are the books called? The Observers. Yeah, the Observer's book of whatever. So Wildflowers, I think this one is, or Garden Flowers. When you got them and you pull the pages out, you get sort of 2 black and white and 2 colour. So I'm going to turn it so the colour is the first page that you see. And then we want some of this. So I'm just going to fold my pages to the right size. And I'm not going to trim this. We'll just have a little one of them. So I wonder if anyone's doing anything exciting for Halloween today. We had a little mini spooky party with the girls on Saturday. Nothing exciting, just us, but they enjoyed it. We played a few games, had some spooky food. M&S do some really cool spooky food. Yeah, like eyeball pizzas and stuff. So we just went and got a few bits from their little spooky cake, and they had fun. We did a pin the fangs on the Dracula game, and then we did, what else? We did some face painting. And what was the other game we played? Oh yeah, like a ring toss, but like with witch's hat, which they really enjoyed. So that was quite cool. So just trim that down with the decal edge trimmer. Just want to make sure we're not showing too much. I'm just going to take a teeny smidge off that again because it's sticking out a fair bit. That's fine. And then I've got some of this, which again, I think I'm just going to fold the pages in. I'm not going to, trim anything. So this is just a really cute, quick, easy way just to use up a few book pages and make a really little, I mean, this is the sort of thing that I'd probably put inside a journal. Do you know what I mean? I might make a little pocket there. I should make a little diddy pocket. Yeah, the sort of thing that I'd probably put inside a journal, just like as a little pull out. Just as a bit of something else. No, I might just line the inside of these. Try some book pages big enough. See, I say it's going to be a quick and easy make, and then I have to complicate it with stuff like this. Just want to line the inside because I can't just leave stuff. That's because why. Quite nice to have the wildflowers bit on show, wouldn't it? So let's just, no, I'm going to decal cut the edge of that, so I'm going to leave it hung over slightly. Same with the top. Just want to give it a, no, I'll do that after. Right, let me think. I want a little decally edge, top and bottom. So where's my crease that I did? Right. And I'll run a stitch around this just on the sewing machine. If I can get to it, that is, my cat is currently under the desk lying asleep on my sewing machine pedal, so I'm gonna have to move him, I think. Yeah, this was supposed to be a really quick and easy make, but there we go. Okay, so I'm just going to give this a little deckled edge, oops, on either side, and then I'll run it through the sewing machine. So it's just to take the slightest little edge off, just to give it a rough look. And we'll run a stitch around that, so we've got a nice little pocket in there now. Pop that in, and then we've got one of these this side. It's a sort of there-ish. And choose the trimmer, it's just easier. I love this. I'm so glad I bought it. It saved my poor little hands from all the tearing and stuff. So that's another one, and then we'll have the ledger page on the inside, I think. So let's pull it in slightly. So just trimming everything down to fit. As I say, I don't really want anything overlapping if I can help it. And let's run along that line there. Right, my poor cat is going to have to move. Poor Stuart. I wonder if I can reach the pedal without disturbing him. So, in fact, I'll do the stitching together afterwards, because we're going to stitch on the front as well. So on the other one, you can see I did a little bit of layering, I ran some stitching around, and then we did some stenciling. So on the background, I've already picked out a page, and again, I'm just going to sort of roughly tear, no neat edges here. Definitely on that side showing. This has got a bit of a sheen to it as well, you can probably tell, but by the time we've done with the layering, you won't really see it. And that size, just trim it to fit. Trying to do this without leaning right into the camera. Apologies if I just went really loud then, because my face is like here, just so I could see what I'm doing. It's that time of year now where the light is terrible and you can't quite see what you're doing. All right, I'm cool with that. I like that. So we need a picture now. I've just sat and torn out some ephemera to do some clusters with a little bit later. So when I put my ephemera kits together, this is kind of my big stash that I run through, full of little pictures and things. So I do want something behind it, I think, just to make it pop, but let's decide what picture we want. I do like her. Yeah, I think rather than a black and white one, I think I'm going to go for a brown tone one. Is it a sepia? Let's have a see. Yeah, where's the one I had a minute ago? Should we have some of these? Which one? Maybe you. Maybe something a bit bigger. No. No, I'm going to go for that one. Okay. And that's my box of butterflies yet to cut out. So I just want a bit of the darker book page behind, just to back it. Do you have some up here somewhere? Did have some somewhere. We'll just stick it on this. So not going to go right to the edge with the glue because I'm going to, as you said, but run a stitch around. So let's hope there's nothing too offensive on this. I mean, I think it's Enid Blyton again, so it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be anything too offensive. It's really brittle paper, this as well. And about there. So that's going to go there, that's going to go there, quite like that. Right, I'm going to attach this to there, and then I'm going to run my stitching around. But as I say, I think I'm going to have to move the cat, so I will do that off camera. Line that up, see how that's going to go. Yep, cool. Right, I shall be back. Okay, so we're back. So we've just stitched the front, and then I've stitched around those pages to give us our little pocket in there. So we'll put those together, and obviously that will be stitched in. The middle page, there it is. That will be stitched in once we've finished the rest. So that's our cover. We'll stick that down now, I think, and we'll do the stenciling, and then we'll just work on that little inside pocket while the paste is drying. So I'm just going to get rid of these extra threads. I do like the threads, and I like the front ones, but these sometimes stop it from sticking down quite as well. So let's just grab this 3-in-1 glue. So just a bead all the way around. Make sure I get plenty on that thread. Okay. So we can take the pages out for now. And then we'll just bob that on. Lovely. So again, I'm going to cut some of these short because I did get them sort of a bit gunked up with the stencil paste previously. They are quite long. Okay, so this one, as you can see, I just did sort of the top and bottom corner, so I'm going to do something similar. I have my stencils here, and I used this one previously. That looks like it's broken. Is it meant to be like that? Anyway, and I used chalk paste on this one, the Nouveau chalk mousse in coconut sorbet, and I think I'm going to do the same again. So find just a little spreaderer, shift this out the way. Now let's decide where we're going to have our flowers. So because she's sort of here and she's quite high up, I definitely want something along here. So do I want to turn? Oh, it's annoying. You've got them on the ring and all the others come with it. Get off. Just going to zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing with this. So should we sort of do that, I think. Just gonna, just to help it keep in place, just stick a bit of washi on there. I'll do. Right. Open. I don't know how long these last once you open them, but I do keep the foil on when I've done the first use, just to try and keep them squidgy. I have had some of the mousses that have gone a bit dry after a while. I need to sort of, I've stuck a bit of water in just to get them going. So let's just smear that on. Don't want it too thick. But I do want to make sure I get that leaf. So let's try that. That's cute. And then should we have some more? Just give this a bit of a wipe. Yeah, I do think we need some more at the top. There. So let's just chuck that back down. There we go. A bit more mousse. So I think I did it again. I think I started speaking earlier and then went off on a tangent, as I often do. Regular viewers will know. I do that. So I don't actually remember what I was talking about. I'm pretty sure it was Halloween. Obviously it's Halloween. It's today. It's the 31st, which I do love Halloween. And I'm sure I have already shown you my spooky nails. I know I have done that. And the chipped one. Yeah, so we're going to do trick-or-treating when the kids come home from school. I've just torn that. No! Oh, how annoying. Oh, it's fine. There. Yeah, when the kids get home from school, we're going to go trick-or-treating after tea. And that should be good. We've got outfits. We've got a bat fairy, which is little Evie, and then the big one is a like a leopard cat thing. Yeah, that's Eloise. So little leopard cat thing. Yeah, and they're really excited, so that's nice. And then of course it's bonfire night. On Friday, once Halloween's over with, which I'll miss. I like Halloween. I do like the spooky season. I wish we did it like the Americans do it. I wish we went really over the top, because I'd love that. But we don't, unfortunately. I do try. Just put my stencil back on. But yeah, then yeah, bonfire night on Friday. And we're off to see fireworks. Well, I think it's bonfire night is actually Saturday. But on Friday, we've got tickets to go to the local rugby club where they're going to do a big bonfire and a firework display and stuff. I don't like fireworks at home. I'm miserable like that. I think they should be banned. I think far too many people and animals get hurt by them every year. I think there should be public displays only. But then, yeah, as I say, I'm a bit miserable like that. I'd rather have a second Halloween. Right, just giving that a quick dry, and I'm going to leave it there just to finish. Yeah, yeah, not a fan of bonfire night, but it's the kids, isn't it? They do like it. So, and then of course countdown to Christmas, which is insane. I can't believe it's already nearly Christmas. It feels like about 2 minutes, and we're starting on the Christmassy stuff this week. As I said, the kids are back at school now, so we can get back into it. I don't know if I want to do a full piece like that. I don't know, do I want to do a full piece, or do I want to just do a little bit of I pulled these out, so maybe I'll just tear a bit to just go behind them. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that. Yeah, nearly Christmas already. So yeah, next week we're going to start with Christmassy journals, Christmassy ephemera. I still have the Daphne's Diary stuff that I want to get started too. For the Friday freebies. As soon as I get on with that, we can get back to the Friday freebies, because I did enjoy doing those. I thought they were quite nice. And I'm going to do a bit of a Christmas gift guide as well, just to some ideas of what you could perhaps get your loved ones for Christmas, stocking fillers and such. I've got my hot foil pen to play with, which so I've got the beginner's journals in my shop, which they're like, I think they're like £15. They're not very expensive, and you get just a very plain journal and a huge ephemera pack. So it's literally, and a pen. So it's just like an introduction, just a bit of a start into journaling. But I'm going to do like a hot foil option, I think. And then, so it's something a bit different, and I have some snowflake hot foil stuff, which I'm going to play with. But the pen I'm very excited about. We're going to do that. I feel like I should have put something there as well now. But never mind. I don't know, actually, I quite like that. So yes, we've got the hot foiling stuff to do, the Daphne's Diary, the mini zebras journals are going really well. They're really cute. I'm getting lots of orders in for those, for kiddies, to do the personalised stickers and the personalised journal and all the little bits and pieces. So that's quite nice. I like doing that. Of ribbon for the top of our little tag. Now I shall do something like that on it, maybe. Oh, and of course I've got a piece that doesn't tear. I was thinking the blue and the blue. I'm just going to run a quick, oh sorry Stuart, he's under the desk still. Just run a quick stitch across there. And that's going to be ready to go. So let's see if we've dried. Just going to give it another blast with the heat just to make sure it's still a little bit tacky. And then we're ready to stitch the signature in after that. And we want a little sentiment, I think. What should we have? We won't have notes again. We'll have, should have words. Best investment ever, this machine. Best thing was I didn't buy it. It actually doesn't even belong to me. It's my sister's that she bought for labelling jars and stuff. And I asked to borrow it one day, and there we are. Rest is history. But they're about, oh sorry Stewie, just kicked you in the head. They're not very expensive, but they're really good. They look really cool. Just for little sentiments. So I'm just going to stitch this in. I think I just did a little 3-hole pamphlet stitch previously in the other one. So let's do that again. Be there-ish. So let's move our little pocket out the way. And then see if I can do any staggering of these pages just to do something a bit more interesting. I'm going to move you down and move you up. Okay. And then, sorry, excuse my fat arm. I'm just getting my bulldog clips that for some reason I've started sticking on the wall instead of usually clipped on this, but clearly thought I'd mix it up a little bit. Get off. Okay. So punch our little holes. You've all seen how to do this a million times, I'm sure, but I'm starting in the middle. From the inside out, through the bottom, skip the middle hole, back from the inside out to the top, and back in at the centre. Used way too much thread there. Give it a nice pull. Make sure we're all good on that side. And tie in the centre. Obviously, if you wanted your threads on the outside, if you wanted to put any beads or anything on them, I mean, you can put beads on them on the inside, but if you wanted them on the outside, you'd start the other way. So rather than starting outside in, you'd start, no, rather than starting inside out, you'd start outside in. So you start wherever you'd like to finish, basically. So that was that, nice and quick. Move that out of the way. Just going to try and okay, and then let's stick our pocket inside. Gonna go there, and we're done. We could do a little bit of something, just stick in that pocket. I've got some of these, it's like printed fabric that I've just put onto cardstock, so we could just have a little tag of one of those in there, I think. Come on, glue. I think I might have used double-sided tape actually on the other one, thinking about it, but like I say, it's like a week ago now. It's just, the time just is flying this year. Okay, there we are. Yeah, I'm certain I used double-sided tape actually, but there we are. That's our little pocket, the little taggy inside. We'll have our words. Yeah, I'm gonna put you there, and then should I have this as a little journaling card perhaps? Have I got a bigger one? You. So I'm just going to round the corners. In fact, let's have two, shall we? A couple of cute little journaling cards. And then we've got some more ribbon to finish. So I'm quite chuffed with that. And they look really cute. I hope you could see that. I just realised I hadn't checked to zoom the camera back out, but there we are. Hopefully you can. So I like them. I think they're really sweet. And they're just a nice little way to use up these little file folders. And you could just pop them in a pocket in a journal, or they could just be like a little pocket notebook, handbag size. I mean, you can see they're only diddy. But yeah, they look lovely. The stenciling's cute. Dead simple, dead easy. Lots of little pages, little interesting details. Happy days. Right, we shall leave it there, shall we? I don't think that was too long for me. And it's time to pick the kids up. Whoa! Right, thanks for joining me. I'll see you later.